Welcome back children to my class again. So are you ready children for today's class? Today I am going to teach you 9th class physics, one dimensional motion. Very important part of this chapter. These are the equations of a motion. So in your higher classes also it is always applicable. Maybe you will go in the +3 or PG, whatever you will do in your physics, you have to apply these 3 equations of motion like your mathematics tables. How the mathematics tables are the basic things you will apply in each and every part of your life. Like this, these equations of motions are also you will apply in each and every part of your classes. So children, you have to learn it and understand it perfectly because it is your fundamental thing. So children, are you ready? So without wasting time, let's start our topic. So now children, let's see about the equation of motion. What are these? So there are 3 equations of motion. Your first equation is, that is the V equal to U plus AT. What is V, U, A, everything I will tell. But first you have to remember these 3 equations of motion. Second one is your S equal to UT plus half AT square. Third equation is your V square minus U square equal to 2AS. So you have to prove these 3 equations of motion. As I will tell you that you have to remember. No, there is a proof for these equations of motion, and after that only you can remember. So proofs are 2 types. One is your graphically and another one is your non-graphically. Both the proofs are important for your exam point of view. So one by one I will tell you what are the graphical method of proof and what is the non-graphical method of proof to prove these equations of motion. So children, first let us go to the graphical method of the representation. How you will prove these 3 equations of motion in graphically. Now you can note also these 3 equations of motion. Now let's see about the proofs. Now children, you can see that I have drawn a graph. To understand the equations of motion, first you have to understand this graph. As I have told you in the previous videos about the graphs, so here that is applicable. What? Now see, as I have written here that velocity V, you know that it is the symbol of the final velocity and it is a graph of velocity time. So as it is a graph of velocity time, so you know that in velocity time graph acceleration is there. So why I have started from here? Because I don't want to take this from 0 or rest position. So I have taken that some initial velocity U is there. That's why let a body is starting the motion position. So you have to take that it is the body is in the motion position. So as that body is in the motion position, so here body, whenever you are watching, that body is having the initial velocity U. Let it be U, that's why I have taken. And here it is the time, total time from here to here. Now in this time interval, let that body equates the velocity V, that is the final velocity V. So you can see that it is a straight line graph making a slope. So you know that from the velocity time graph, if this type of slope is there and this type of shape is there, then it is known as a uniform acceleration. So you have to write the theory, that I will tell after that writing the theory. First you understand. So body is starting from the initial velocity U, that's why I have taken from here to here U. Now I am going to give the names. Suppose it is the O, suppose it is the B, suppose it is A, suppose it is the B, suppose this is the C. Now you can see that O, A, B, C, it is a shape of a trapezium. Now whenever you want to find out the distance, how much distance is travelled by the body, you know that one. If you will calculate the area of this figure, whatever the area, if you can apply by the formula, whenever you will get the area, then only it is the distance travelled by the body. You have to remember these fundamental things, that area means, as you know, distance means, as you know, that the symbol is S. So if you want to calculate the S or distance travelled by the body, remember children, it is very important. I am telling distance travel, how you will calculate, whatever the area of this figure, you have to find out this area of this figure. So after getting that value, that is the distance travelled by the body. Now in these equations of motion, we will apply one by one. So what is here? First let us write all the values, that what is the value of OA. So first you write that value OA equal to, that is the T, as I have told that from here to here it is the T second. Now where that body starts, that is the initial velocity U. That means from OC, the distance of OC is, let it is U. So OC you can take U. Now the final velocity is V, means you can take AB equal to V. AB equal to V. Now as you know, that is it is the acceleration, means BC. Your BC equal to your A. Now children, I want to divide this figure into two parts. Suppose I am making it the one part, that is I am putting this dotted line here parallel to the time axis, that you can see. Now this figure is divided into two parts. One is a rectangle and another was the triangle. So in this rectangle, now I am going to give another name. Here I have given O, A, B, C. Now here I am going to give it D. So children, you can see that one, as I have taken D here. Now it is parallel to OA. So if OA is T, then simply you can write CD also T. Now you put here, that is the CD equal to, that is the T. Same it is there. What is the OA and CD, and I am going to write here only, it is also, you can write, that is CD. Now U, as this is OC equal to U, now you can write AD is equal to also U, because it is a rectangle. So here I can write that OC equal to U, then equal to AD also. Now here AB equal to V. So AB equal to V means, suppose you are going to put a dotted line also here, like this. So here also you can put like this. So here what is the name? You can put the E also. Now BE, your this one OE equal to V also. FB equal to OE, because it is a square. So you can write here also OE. Now as I have told that one, I want to find out another thing, that is the value of BD. Means as you know that it is the U, then it is also U. A total is the V. Now what is the distance? The total V from here to here, that is the U. Then what is the value of BD? Now BD equal to V minus U. Very important, that one. So first of all you have to calculate all these values like this. After that, first you have to write the theory, then after you have to write these values. In all the three equations, this is compulsory. Your theory part and these values are compulsory, and this figure also compulsory. In your exam, any one equation will ask. So that time, theory and this value, this figure, and you can prove that equation of the motion. No need to do all the three equations of the motion. So whatever equation it will ask, you have to do that only. But again I am telling you children, theory part, this figure and these values are very important for each and every equation. So children, now I am going to write the theory. You can write whatever you understood, that only you have to translate in English. So what you understood? Which one is going? The body is going. So you have to write that, let a body is moving with, whatever body is moving. So as I have taken the initial velocity U, so you have to write that initial velocity U. And what is the final velocity? V. So you have to write that one. And equals final velocity V. How much time is required? In time t second. What is the acceleration? A with acceleration A. And how much distance has traveled? And distance traveled is S. The same thing you have to write like this. So this part is compulsory for your 3 equations of motion. Now one by one we are going to prove the 3 equations. So whatever equation it will ask in your exam, you have to write this much things. After that you can start the equation which is asking in your exam. Now let's start the proofs one by one. Now children, as you know that how you will calculate the acceleration. So in the first equation, remember that is the very important thing. In the first equation, what you have to calculate? So in the first equation, you have to calculate acceleration. That is the thing. That is our motto, that what you want to calculate. So our motto is to calculate the acceleration in the first equation. So as you know that acceleration of a body is given by the slope. Means here acceleration represents the line BC. So what is the slope of the line BC? That is the BD and CD. So for the representation of the acceleration A, you have to take the slope of BC. Now you can write that acceleration A equal to slope of BC. Slope of BC. So what is the slope of BC? You can write A equal to, that is the BD by CD. BD by CD. This one and this one. Now you have to put the values whatever you have calculated already. So already I have calculated the value of BD. So directly you can put, that is the V minus U. And you can see CD also I have calculated, that is the T. So you can put directly T. So now you are getting A equal to B minus U by T. Now you take T from to the left hand side. Now you will get that B minus U equal to AT. Now it is the V equal to U plus AT. So we have proved the first equation of motion. Very easy. But here you have to remember that what is the value of A, what is the value of V minus U, because we are going to apply these values of A and V minus U in the next equation of the motion. Now see children, and you can write in your notebook also this proof, and you have to practice this proof properly. Without practice you cannot do in your exam. Now go to the proof of the second equation. Now children, the second equation is, as I have written already, that is the S equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is your second equation. So as I have told that time also, to prove the equations you have to first know that what is your motto, what you want to find out. So in the first equation your motto was to find out the acceleration. In the second equation your motto is to find out the distance traveled. So what is your motto? That is the distance traveled by the body. So you have to remember your motto. So distance traveled, as I have told that one, how to calculate the distance traveled by the body? Remember children, already I have told that one. Just recall that if you want to find out the value of distance traveled, you have to find out the area of the figure. Now see that what is the figure, as already I have told that time, this is your figure. This trapezium is your figure. OABC, this is your figure. So if you want to find out the area, you have to find out the area of this figure so that you can calculate the S. Now see, To find out the distance travelled, now I am going to divide this figure into two parts. Already I have divided. That one is your rectangle. This is your rectangle. Now can you name this rectangle, children? Just see what is this rectangle? OADC. But here our figure has not completed. We have another part of that figure, that is one triangle. That is your, you can say, CDB. This is your another part. So you have to divide the total figure into two parts. One is your rectangle part and another is your triangle part. So how I will write them? Then you have to calculate the area of this rectangle and area of this triangle. After that you can add it so that you can get the total distance travelled by the body. Now total distance travelled, how you will write? That is, the symbol is S. So as I have told that, what you have to find out? Area of rectangle. Name this rectangle, that is the OADC, plus what you have to find out? Area of triangle. Area of triangle. Now name the triangle CDB. CDB. Now as you know that the formula of the area of the rectangle, that is the length into breadth. So what is the length here? OA. What is the breadth here? OC. Now you can put that OA into OC, plus what is the area of triangle, as you know, children? Half into base into height. So half, what is the base? CD. What is your height? BD. You have to put. Now after this, S you have to put every time. After this you can put the values. Now S equal to, what is the value of OA? Already I have written, that is T. What is the value of OC? I have written, that is U. Now plus half ko half. Then what is the value of CD? I have written. You can find out CD, that is also T. And BD, that is the V minus U. You have to put like this. Now children, S equal to T into U, you will get UT, plus half into T. As I have told that, you have to remember the value of B minus U from the first equation of motion. So there we have got already B minus U equal to, that is a T. Already I got it. So you have to write here, since from first equation B minus U equal to AT. There only we got. Now put the values. S equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is your proof of the second equation. So like this only you have to prove. Again I am telling you children, what is your motto? To find out the distance travelled in your second equation. Now in this way you can prove. Now children, let's see the equation, proof of the third equation. Now children, let's see the third equation. Already I have written also. Just you recall that one. Third equation is B square minus U square equal to 2AS. So as I have told every time that what you have to first recall, what is your motto in every equation. That is the, here also your motto is to find out the distance travelled. Like your second equation, here also your motto is to find out distance travelled. So now you can think that what is the difference of then between the second equation and the third equation. There also we found the distance travelled. Here also we are going to find the distance travelled. So what is the difference? Difference is, to find out this distance travelled, there I have divided this figure into two parts. One is rectangle, another one is triangle. But here the same thing I will find out, same area of this figure only I am going to find out. But remember children, here we are not going to divide this figure. Here we are going to take the whole figure, that is in the form of a trapezium. So here distance travelled S equal to, we are going to put the formula area of trapezium. Remember children, there same area, but we have divided figure, but here the same area, but directly we are going to put the formula of trapezium. So what is the trapezium, children? That is the COAB, or you can say OADBC. OADBC. Now you can put that one, area of trapezium. You have to remember the formula from the math only. You have done that one. That S equal to, what is the formula? That half into sum of the height, half into height into sum of the parallel sides. Sum of the parallel sides. That is the formula of your trapezium. Now S equal to half into, here you are taking the height. So what is the height here? Now you can say that height, how will you calculate? Now just you see from this side, as I am telling. So these are the parallel sides. This AB and OC are the parallel. What is the parallel? AB and OC. So right now what is the height then? CD is the height. Remember children, which one is the height? That is the CD. So here you can put CD. Now into sum of the parallel sides. Parallel sides are OC plus AB. OC plus AB. Now you have to put the values. That is the thing only. Then CD means you are getting T into OC plus OB. OC plus AB. OC means U, AB means V. So you can put, that is the V plus U. That you can put. Here is your turning point, children. What to do? So here you have to do that one. Very turning point here. You have to remember S equal to half into, you have to put the value of T. What is the value of T? That we are getting from the first equation of motion. First equation we will get that V equal to U plus AT. Then T equal to V minus U by A. That you have to put here. So half into T means you are getting V minus U by A into V plus U. So your final answer is half into, you can put this formula A minus B into A plus V. That is the V square minus U square by A. Now S equal to, now this two way you can take here. So you will get V square minus U square equal to 2AS. So this is your answer of the final equation. You have to prove like this. So for these equations you have to practice properly, because without practice you cannot do. So here is the turning point, as I have told. You have to remember that you have to put the value of T, and for the value you have to go to the first equation. Then you will get V minus U by A. Then again here you have to remember that you have to put the formula V A minus B into A plus B. That is V square minus U square. So that you will get the equations. Now children, you see properly. You can note in your notebook. Now children, we will prove all these equations in non-graphically. That all the three equations, same equations only we will prove here. That was the graphical method. This one is the non-graphical method. Both are important for your exam point of view. So you have to understand properly. So in non-graphically, no need to draw the graph, nothing. Only the theory is same. That values whatever I have written that time, that is also not needed here. Only theory part is need. Whatever the theory you have written here, the same thing only you can write. Only whatever I have written right now, this is my own language. So you can write it in your language also. Only you have to understand. So let us consider a body is moving with initial velocity u. That is the important part. Initial velocity u, final velocity v with acceleration a. After some time t, it travels some distance s. Now we are going to the proof part. That first equation of motion. So as I told that, what is the first equation? That is the v equal to u plus at. So how you will prove here? So here, as I have told that, your motto to find out the acceleration. There also, here also. There only from the graph only you have put the values, but here you have to put the values from the definition. So what is the motto? To find the acceleration. So according to the definition of the acceleration, you know that is the final velocity final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. This is your definition of the acceleration. Now only you have to put the values, not values, symbols only. What is the symbols of the final velocity? V. What is the symbol of initial velocity? U. What is the symbol of time? T. Now you can take T here. So at T equal to V minus U, or implies you can write that V plus U equal to V equal to U plus AT. Already your first equation is proved. So this is your non-graphically method. You understand this? Very easy question. Now you can write in your note. Now go to the second equation of motion. Now children, you can see what is our second equation. Already I have proved, or already I have told also, S equal to ut plus half at square. So there what was our motto? To find out the distance. Here also our motto is to find out the distance, but from the definition, not from the graph. So as you know that, what is the definition of the distance traveled? S equal to average velocity into time. Now you don't know about the average velocity, so here you have to find out first average velocity. So average velocity is equal to what, you know children? That is the initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So you have to find out the average velocity first. So average velocity equal to, as you know that, initial velocity, I will write from the starting, initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. Now what you know about the initial velocity? U. What you know about the final velocity? V by 2. Now again you remember from the first equation, you know that V equal to U plus AT. You have to put here, that is the U plus AT by 2. So you are getting 2U plus AT by 2. Now you separate all these things, that is the 2U by 2 plus AT by 2. So you are getting U plus half AT. So this is the formula of your average velocity. You are getting the average velocity, that is the U plus half AT. Now you have to put here. So S equal to, what you got average velocity? U plus half AT into time means T. Now S equal to, just you multiply this one, U into T, UT plus half AT into T, half AT square. Now your second equation is proved. This is your non-graphically. From the definition only you have to prove. Now children, you understood? Now let us go to the third equation. Now children, let's see the third equation. As I have already told the third equation and proved also graphically, V square minus U square equal to 2AS. So again here we are going to prove this equation from the definition. So here also our motto is to find out the distance traveled. So same formula you have to apply. S equal to average velocity into time. So again the same process you have to adopt. That how will you calculate the average velocity? That is the, as you know that, average velocity equal to initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So this you have to, it is the formula. Now as you know that initial velocity U, final velocity V by 2. So here you have to keep it like this. Now you can put here that what you are getting. Then you have put the value of V. Here it is not needed, only you have to put this formula. So S equal to what you got? U plus V by 2. Now here you have to put the formula of T. This is your turning point. So T also from where you are getting? Time also you will get that from first equation. First equation, that is the V equal to U plus AT. Means you are getting T equal to V minus U by A. That you have to put here. Very, very important. That is the V minus U by A. So you can put that U plus V as V plus U, because U plus V and V plus U are same. So here again you have to put the formula A plus B into A minus B. From the math only you will get. So V plus U and V minus U. And children, remember, if you cannot remember the formula in your exam also, directly you can multiply. At least you know the algebraic multiplication. So in the graphically method also you can multiply, and in non-graphical method also you can multiply. No need to worry. Just remember the formula. It is the very, very easy for you, because in mathematics also you can apply the formula. But don't worry children, and don't be nervous. If you cannot recall the formula in your exam also, you multiply this one, because you know the algebraic multiplication properly. So I am going to put the formula, that is the A plus B into A minus B, that is the A square minus B square. So you will get the B square minus U square by 2A. Now by taking this 2A to this side, you will get that B square minus U square equal to 2as. This is the proof of your third equation. So very, very easy, non-graphically methods and graphically methods, but practice is very, very important for you. Now you can note it in your fair note. Now children, you can see that here I have written 3 points, and I have written the here also I have written important points to remember. I have given the heading. What are the 3 points? That is U equal to 0. Means, as you know that U means initial velocity. So if you are taking initial velocity equal to 0, or you can say symbolically U equal to 0, means body starts from rest. So when it will be applicable? In your numericals. From the numericals you have to find out these words, that if in the numericals it has given body starts from rest, so you have to put U equal to 0. In 1 mark question also it will come in your exam, that what do you know from this expression U equal to 0, means you have to write body starts from rest. Or if it will be given that body starts from rest, what you will write in the form of expression. So you have to write U equal to 0, means your initial velocity equal to 0. In the same way, V equal to 0 means your final velocity equal to 0. Means your thing is, from the numerical, if it has given body stops, directly that word will be given in your numericals. Or comes to the state of rest, immediately you have to write from this expression, that is the V equal to 0. Or 1 mark question if it will come also, you will write in the same way. Now where you will put the A equal to 0? If in the numericals it will say that body moves in constant velocity, that time without hesitation you can put that A equal to 0. So these the key words you have to remember to solve the numericals. So children, now I hope you understood all these things. You have to remember these keywords, and in the next part I will tell you all the numericals based on the equation of the motion. So children, this is all about today's topic. Hope you understand well. But to attend this part in your exam or to apply in your numericals, you have to understand the proofs properly, and you have to remember all the equations of the motion and whatever the key points I have given, that one. So children, before going, as I am telling everyone, please share, subscribe, like my channel, and thank you for today.